I was actually walking on the chairs behind people, and I walked up behind this one gentleman. I've I've never met any of these people before. Don't know anything about this particular guy. Never met him before. I'm actually standing behind him. Can't even see his face. And while I was standing behind him, I heard these words: "You were a you were a great expression of darkness, but now you will be a great expression of light." And I just hugged on him and just felt so much compassion for him. Well, I went on. Well, at the end of the service, we leave, and Jason, Debbie, myself, and Jake and April were heading back to Jason and Debbie's house, and we're talking about the service, and Jason and Debbie had brought up how this particular guy was kind of a part of their team. It was someone that they had led to the Lord, and this man had been heavily, heavily involved in the occult, just way out there. And I believe maybe about a year ago had come to know Jesus as a Savior. And it was just, for me, it's one of those things that every time you have a word of knowledge about someone, it's always just so encouraging to me. It's like, man, I heard from God, you know, and especially something there's no way I could possibly know anything about him. I've never met the guy. I didn't even see his face. I'm just standing behind him. And so it's a great witness to yourself when you have these words of knowledge and these gifts operate, but it's also a great witness to that person to know that me as the minister, the one speaking that, I didn't know him. I didn't know about his past. So that opens up his heart to even more things that God has in store for him and just shows him the reality of God. And then for those that are around him and know his story and know that I don't know anything, it gives some credibility to me that I'm hearing from God, but it also inspires them that, hey, God's real. God cares about people.